Hello guys, the Water Strider here.
Tanooki Player here as well.
And today we're here to discuss our thoughts on the latest Nintendo system coming out in March 2017. The NX. Oh wait, no, sorry. Nintendo Switch.
Oh, I hate the NX one.
Okay. I'm just gonna get this out of my chest. People can finally shut the frick up about these NX rumors over and over and over again all over my Twitter.
Nope. No, there's still there'll be rumors about the system.
Yeah, but like nowhere near as annoying as, you know,
well, I'm just
constant leaks and rumors.
I'm just glad the name got I mean, I totally like the Switch. It seems, you know, drop the Wii brand name was one thing, which is a positive. I don't think the Wii brand helped the Wii U as much.
Well, yeah, that's somewhat true. And not to mention, it makes sense as well, because obviously, you know, that's the gimmick of the new system. Which, we're going to talk about this first. The console itself, like, the look of it.
Yeah, it's a portable, you know, it's a portable home console. It's a combination between portable and home console, so, yeah, a plus, so... Where's the 3DS? Where's the 3DS down to?
Nah, I doubt that Nintendo is gonna, you know, drop the 3DS like the whole DS family, because the DS is pretty much one of the most successful handhelds to date since the Game Boy.
I think that the 3DS is going to last about a couple more years, maybe 2-3 more years. Because one, the Switch will be brand new, and 3DS is quite cheap enough, so people could still buy it.
Which is good.
There's also a few games coming out for the 3DS as well. Yeah, Ever Oasis as well.
Yep.
Dragon Quest 8. Pokemon Sun and Moon is coming soon as well, so, you know, that's will be a thing. And I think there's a few more, and Pikmin as well. So, quite a few more games that we still don't have for the 3DS. Wii U is kind of like done.
It's yeah, I think it's pretty much done at this point. So about the console and stuff, what I wanted out of the new Nintendo system, like, I want like to be somewhat basic, where, you know, you just plug in, play, you know, standard controller, which it mixes up the, you know, the old school like NES, SNES, like, you know, old school gimmick, like controller and all that, but they added some new gimmicks which makes sense for the console's name, while also giving something new to the video game industry as a whole. So as like you said, like we said earlier on, it's a console and handheld hybrid. So what it is that the look of it like the main console itself is the tablet. So what you do, like if I want to play games on my TV, I put the tablet on the docking station, and I can either just play it with the controller, the controller, which looks pretty cool. I like that. Or you can use the Pro controller, which is like, you know, your standard modern day video game controller, which I like that as well. But if I want to go out somewhere, say college or holiday, then I can literally just slide the controller out apart, which is pretty silly. Like, you know, you take the controller apart, and then you attach it to the tablet, and then you take the tablet out of the docking station, and you can instantly play it anywhere at any time. And I'm pretty sure the docking station charges the tablet itself.
Personally, I'm looking forward to it. It has potential, but there are still a lot of concerns. For one is, of course, the battery life for the system, because now it's also portable. How long is it going to last before it needs to charge? And then the Wii U gamepad.
Battery sucks.
Yeah, the battery sucks. It's at 1 or 2 hours, and then you have to charge it.
It's a pain in the ass. That's why I just leave the constant thing running.
Also, the problem with the Wii U as well is that a lot of the games have to use the gamepad. Yeah, of course. Some of the others are Mario 3D World have to use the gamepad. Star Fox Zero has to use the gamepad as well, which is kind of
Splatoon with the gamepad as well.
So it's something like there was a lot of problems with the gamepad itself, but my concern is how long is it going to run out, and is the resolution and the frame data, mostly the frame data, is it going to be decent enough to be played?
Yeah, I just hope that because my new Nintendo 3DS has pretty good battery life. Like, I only charge it like once or twice a week, so that's kind of a good thing for me. Even though I wouldn't play it like 24/7 with the 3DS though, but it still, gave me enough time to charge it at least.
Yeah.
But like, I'm pretty sure Nintendo pretty much has to make like an AC adapter charger for the Nintendo Switch as well, because obviously, you wouldn't just, take it alone and then suddenly realize, oh crap, my battery's gonna die. Where am I gonna charge it? And where's the charger? Obviously, you need the charger. It's pretty much mandatory.
There's a plus side to it now, I guess. Probably not like the transports nowadays do have sockets that you can charge in. I know in the buses that we have, you can plug in your iPhone charger or your laptop charger into the buses.
Barely works for me though.
I think it happened. I think in some trains as well, and some trains. So, but it was basically a 3-minute trailer. So there wasn't a lot of sound besides you can carry it everywhere with you,
which is awesome. Yeah. The weird thing is about like my initial reaction to the Nintendo Switch is that I was at college on that day, and I had my English exam at 3 p.m. British Standard Time. I was like, oh crap. Does this mean I have to like wait for it though? But my English course didn't start properly about like 10 minutes in, so I just had to look at it before it actually started. So I'm not gonna. And then I told my group of friends about it, and they reacted to it, and yeah, like they're pretty hyped for it as well. Like Nintendo Switch has potential. It has a lot going for here. I mean, I wouldn't set my expectations really too high, but I see potential in the system.
Also, the thing that concerns me as well is the third-party support. I mean, I know they showed off a list of developers who are developing the system, but how long for? Because the Wii U had some list of third-party developers who were working for, and then in the first couple of years, a lot of them just dropped out. So it was kind of
Ubisoft dropped out on Watch Dogs, or Rayman Legends no longer being a Wii U exclusive title.
The whole exclusive thing doesn't bother me, but I think it still needs titles. They need that third party support, otherwise it'd still be another Wii U basically. And I do have hope for it, because it's at least powerful enough for the Xbox One, and apparently it's a lot easier to develop these games for than the Wii U, so developers are finding it a lot easier to develop these games for.
Not gonna lie, I was absolutely shocked when there's Skyrim on Nintendo.
Oh yeah,
which, by the way, the Nintendo Switch is no longer disc-based. They're going back to cartridges, even though the cartridges are about the size of like the Nintendo DS. I'm glad that they're bringing the cartridges back, because I always liked that. And the weird thing is, we never had a Nintendo-based cartridge console since the N64 days.
But I think the main reason why they went to the SD card kind of thing is the SD cartridge is because of, I'm assuming because of the loading time between portable and the portable and console.
Yeah.
As mostly because of the loading times that you would have for the loading times and the installations. I think they take up less time because all the memory is in that card rather than, most of the memory is in that card rather than the actual console itself.
Not to mention there'll be less data mines as well. Pokemon.
Still happening, but it's still good. It's probably better for it. So it's interesting. The cases might be a lot smaller than it was now because. That's what's been going on in my head. I wonder what the cases or box size, what the this Nintendo Switch will be like. Will it be the same size as the 3DS? Which I think, it's not like they're going to make a Wii U
like standard like DVD like covers and all that, and put like a tiny cartridge in there, while it's like, and the rest of it's just space for instruction booklets, which we rarely see nowadays.
Most of it's online instructions. I think it's probably going to be the same size as the PSP cover.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which is not as small, but not as big as normal.
Not to mention, it costs much less as well when you think about it.
Yeah. So I'm also hoping the launch window is going to be quite decent, because it does have a pretty decent launch. I mean, the Wii U did have a very decent launch.
No,
I mean, it had New Super Mario Bros. U
and Nintendo Land, but
yeah.
other than that, no, it didn't really had a good lineup though.
I mean, it also had Zombie U as well. But...
Yeah, not to mention, like, the Wii U didn't really sell well when it first came out within the first week. Only, like, what, 500 units sold in the first week?
Yeah, I think I got...
Which is pretty low in gaming standards.
I got my Wii U when Smash Bros. Wii U came out. And Bayonetta 1 and 2 as well.
Yeah.
That's when I got it, so I didn't get it straight away. So I'm kind of hoping that the launch window is going to be at least decent.
Just something to keep us going for the next games for the next couple of months.
There's a plus I know. Zelda is definitely a launch window area for...
Oh god, yeah, I
think even a launch title, because they've been working on Zelda since the Wii U started, so...
Yeah. I think it'll be out, yeah, obviously because Zelda Breath of the Wild is out in March as well, so I think that might be like the main selling point for the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
In fact, I think that when you buy it, I think they might put that as a bundle.
Yeah.
I think that's what they might do.
The games they kind of sold, or kept demos they sold, whether or not they're 100% official games yet is irrelevant. Breath of the Wild, of course, is coming out. We also saw a Skyrim remastered.
I was going to say. Okay, I want to start with that for the whole Skyrim thing. Skyrim on Nintendo, like, it's just absolutely crazy because Skyrim is an absolutely huge game. I mean, I never played the Elder Scrolls series, let alone Skyrim, but I know the game is absolutely massive. Now think about you're playing a huge game on a tiny cartridge, and you can take it anywhere. Now I can literally play the Skyrim theme while I go to the toilet. Now I can do my full swoop Dar power. Sorry about that, but I kind of need to say that, I guess.
But yeah, Zelda Breath of the Wild, Skyrim is remastered, is not 100% official. Anyway, it was shown in the trailer, but there isn't no official confirm on it at the moment. I believe I saw it this morning. And also, Mario Kart was shown as well with King Boo in it as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are they gonna do like Wii U ports? Because I don't think the NX will be backwards compatible with the Wii U because there's no disc slot.
Yeah, Mario Kart 8 is a Mario Kart 8 or a new Mario Kart. It's not 100% official, but it gets out of Mario Kart 8 because it has Yoshi Circuit in as well, which was in Mario Kart 8.
And I think it still has the zero gravity gimmick as well. I might be wrong.
But it also has King Boo as a playable character, I've already mentioned. And it also features you got 2 slots for the items now, so, you know, that's the thing. So, it may be a new Mario Kart game.
Somewhat similar to Double Dash, though, except without the character switching.
Whether or not Mario Kart would be a launch title is a thing. Actually, that would be a very good launch title because Mario Kart is kind of a system seller as well in itself.
Yeah.
You get Mario Kart Wii U, that, you know.
Mario Kart Wii is amazing.
And, well...
It's bullshit, but it's amazing.
And it did help the Wii U a bit.
Yeah.
Not as much, but it did help. And also, we also saw the 3D Mario game as well. Mario in Mexico.
Yeah.
Also, from the looks of it, it gets up 3D World a bit, but from the way it gets and the way Mario performs, seems very Mario 64, Mario Galaxy.
It reminds me of a lot of Mario 64, so I'm assuming we're going to get like a 3D Mario game where you collect stars again.
Yeah, so whether or not it'll be a collectathon is another thing. But yeah.
Although it's strange we didn't see a 2D Mario platformer on there though.
I think there was a bad reception with it. As far as
yeah, I guess.
With that being the launch, but it's probably why they didn't do it. But you never know.
You know they will do it. They'll do it eventually.
The games themselves aren't official. Besides Breath of the Wild, there was also a basketball game as well.
Yeah, I think that's one of the 2K games.
Yeah, NBA thing. And a Splatoon 2 or a Splatoon.
Yes, boys! I'm sorry, I'm a huge fanboy on Splatoon.
I've actually never played Splatoon, but
Splatoon is effing amazing.
But yet it has local multiplayer.
Finally, local multiplayer. Finally. Oh yeah, God. The thing what you can do with the Nintendo Switch is that you can take, when it comes to the multiplayer aspect, the two tablets can connect to each other as well, sometimes up to 4. So you could either play 2-player, take the controllers apart, and we can share between the two, even though the controllers look really, really small. Or you can just use the Pro Controller and let the console do the work itself. And the thing is as well, if you want to play shooting games like Splatoon, there's going to be less screen peeking involved.
Yeah.
Which is like probably one of the biggest gripes in multiplayer. So, or any split-screen multiplayer for that matter.
But it gets that upgraded version of Splatoon, or a new Splatoon game entirely. And then Splatoon was one of the best sellers for the Wii U. Not saying much, but it did stand out. And
it got sold out in day one in Japan.
Yeah, not Japan, right? So
still,
but yeah, it did pretty well. So a couple of things get pretty decent, I guess. Yeah, the thing that you were mentioning, they were called Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
Basically, you can take them apart and you can use them as 2 controllers. Basically, you have 2 controllers and 1 controller.
So they're basically coming. You can come up with so many ways to play multiplayer.
Yeah. And then I'm looking forward to the Nintendo Switch.
Although there is one thing I'm a little concerned of as well, is that when you take the controllers off, will it be chargeable as well?
I think it comes with the.
I mean, it comes with the pad itself. No, but I'm on about when you take the joys out. Will it will you have a certain amount of battery time with it though, or will it just I don't know. Again, Nintendo hasn't given us any more details. In fact, we won't be having any details until next year.
Yeah, which is by the time it's to be next year, it's to be at 2 months.
Yeah.
So they don't have enough time. I was kind of hoping to see a Nintendo Direct at least around November to sell off some of the games. Some of the games that they will have around launch, like Breath of the Wild, and then
Skyrim, maybe.
Actually, not Skyrim.
I'm sorry, I just can't get it out of my head now.
I don't know, a lot of other third-party games, and whether or not these third-party games would be at least in decent quality compared to the PS4 and the Xbox One.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if it's WAS support, then it's not going to do too well, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm very glad they dropped the Wii name.
Good.
I
love the Wii U, but even I admit that it hasn't really done well.
I mean, I would love to see UTA maybe if it gets a Nintendo Switch port. That'd be kind of interesting. Oh no, I think that's still Wii U.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to see some other third-party games coming out next year. Maybe Red Dead Redemption 2 on the Nintendo Switch.
How about just any Rockstar game?
Probably not gonna happen.
Oh no, but oh my god, that'd be amazing if they did that.
GTA 5 on
the Switch.
Nintendo Switch.
GTA on the go.
Or some of the games that are coming out, some of the new third-party games coming out. I mean, Nintendo really needs that third-party support, and if they don't have it, it's not going to do as well.
No.
I believe.
Oh, from what I heard as well about the upcoming Wii U games as well, I heard that the Pokemon Company are making a Pokemon game on the Switch. Now, whether I do not know if it's a main series or spin-off, because Pokemon isn't really keen on making Pokemon games on consoles because it doesn't have that sociability thing though. But with the Nintendo Switch, not only you'll play it on the screen, but you're going to end up taking it anywhere you go, so you'll have that extra sociability as well.
Yeah.
So I think the core Pokemon games are going to be on the Switch. I don't know if they'll do that for the Gen 7 games or another Red and Blue remake, or better yet, every region in the game, if it's that powerful enough, which I'm pretty sure it will be at this point.
Maybe a new region in time, but again, Pokemon something from that soon, so whether or not, but a new Pokemon game would be kind of, main Pokemon game would be interesting to see on the Switch.
Yeah.
Also, talked about the possibilities of games that we probably would like to see. A lot of people have been saying Smash Brothers is either they'll be ported for the Nintendo Switch. I'm kind of hoping that's not the case because I purchased both Wii U and 3DS Smash Brothers, and at the fact that doing all those challenges again, trying to do challenge level 9.
I only have one challenge left, and it's freaking impossible to do.
Yeah. So, and with all the custom moves and all that, it'd still be a pain in the butt to do that again. Smash Brothers was one of the best sellers, and also
when it comes to a new Nintendo system, there will be a Smash Brothers.
Yeah, I think wait a couple more years, I guess.
Yeah, I wouldn't say not now. Give it about 2020 or somewhat in the middle of the console's lifespan.
Yeah, I think we should have this. I think this system should last quite a while. Maybe the same game as the,
probably the Wii, or
I wouldn't say the Wii, more like the PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
And I think that Smash Brothers should kind of wait for a bit. More.
Obviously, more third-party games.
More third-party games. Zelda is a great start for the launch. That's probably going to help a lot. 3D Mario, I think, is probably going to help quite a bit as well. I would also like to see more other series. I've heard Sakurai is also working on a new project as well.
Oh yeah, also we're going to get Beyond Good and Evil 2 as well.
Oh yeah,
on the shoot, I keep saying it now. Switch.
Yeah, on the Switch. I heard that Sakurai is planning on a new game. That'd be kind of interesting to see.
I'd like to see that.
Not Smash Bros. I love Smash Bros, but I think it'd be kind of interesting if he does something else.
A new IP would do as well.
I am hoping he would do a Mysterious Murumasi Castle, which was a Famicom game. And that'd be interesting, having a very Japanese aesthetic thing. Yeah. And he did a great job with Chidori's Uprising, so I would love to see
Chidori's Uprising is effing amazing. I want to see what more insanity Sakurai could come up with.
Yeah, that's the thing. Maybe, of course, a new Metroid game. That'd be interesting. And Retro Studios as well has been working on a new game for some time, many years, ever since the Wii U, and they've been very silent on it.
Yeah,
they've been out no word on it, no rumours about it, just that they're working on a new IP.
I wonder what it is. Here's what I want. There's a few things I want as well, like obviously those games that you mentioned as well. But I also want a goddamn new F-Zero game.
Of course.
Yes, new F-Zero. But also, what I want as well, the Nintendo eShop is all right, but the game library for retro games, it's nowhere near as good as, ironically, the original Wii, Nintendo Wii. Because look at the amount of consoles you have on the Wii. Obviously you have the basics, NES, SNES, N64. But,
Sorry for the background noise, by the way.
Yeah, don't know why. But you also have games. Also, you have consoles like the TurboGrafx 16, Sega Mega Drive, Sega Master System, freaking Neo Geo.
That doesn't bother me too much. I think it's more that they need to keep very up to date with their online store, because most of the stuff, they probably have one game every odd month or so, and it's not a helpless much. Doesn't have to be Virtual Console, but I think they should still be at least updated with it.
Or be really good. I think our brother Connor said this as well. Why not do a subscription, for a Nintendo subscription? Say £6 or £10 a month, that you get to pick or play any of the older Nintendo games for free.
Oh, here's a
kind of like PlayStation Plus or PlayStation Now in a way.
That's what I think of that. But Here's
would be a
another
good
question.
idea.
Whether or not the console will be backwards compatible. Again, it's not a big problem for me.
I would say it's a good... Yeah, I want to keep my Wii U. I want to keep that.
Yeah, but whether or not it's still be updated is another thing, as well, if it's still be backwards compatible. Because they're down for a cartridge space, so don't know how you look at... and then have a disc shot for your Wii U games, I guess.
Yeah, like, I don't see any discs whatsoever, so...
And then the Wii U, it's got a very low amount of games on it.
Yeah.
But some of the games that they do have are amazing. Bayonetta 1 and 2, some of the best games on the system. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, and then Smash Brothers and Mario Kart, 3D World, and some others as well. But, you know, it's... whether or not it's going to be backwards compatible, because I think it'd be nice for people who haven't bought a Wii U and would have liked to play Bayonetta 2 or Donkey Kong Country. You know, it'd be a lot easier for them to purchase it if they pick those games up.
You know what? For me, I'm somewhat in the middle of this. If I'm being honest, because yeah, I don't see any disc systems. But yeah, and even if they did, yes, it would be nice if you could play Wii U games, or possibly the Wii if you want to go that far. But like the thing is as well, like I honestly don't know. Like obviously I want to keep my Wii U games, and if the games do get ported, say like if Pokken gets imported, which I think it most likely will because it's got all the DLC characters on the arcade version, but nowhere near on the Wii U. I think that might be on the new system.
Super Pokken.
Yeah, not to mention, Pokken might have better multiplayer usage as well, because you can connect the two pads together for your own perspective. That could easily work. I mean, hell, they did say that they wanted to make Pokken on 3DS, but they couldn't do it because of the budget. At least that's what I think, anyway.
Yeah, that'd be kind of interesting to see.
But I don't know, I'm somewhat in the very middle of the backwards compatibility though. Like, if it has it, cool, fine. And then if it doesn't, then, well, I wouldn't have been too bothered if it didn't.
Yeah. I'm kind of hoping for more... Again, the things I'm mostly considered about is having a decent library of third-party and first-party games as well. Hopefully, you know, have a lot more stuff to do it, you know, to go wonderful. And then new games would be... Yeah, game for the launch window or launch games, that would be kind of interesting. I mean, I would love to see. We already know Breath of the Wild,
which I think that might be a packing title.
Games that are also coming out on PS4 and Xbox One as well that are coming out. First-party games coming out then next year, and that'd be great for launch Windows launch titles as well.
Yeah, like don't just like it's kind of sad that you know you got games like. Mafia 3 or Overwatch or GTA that's only on PS3 or PS4 or Xbox One and Xbox 360. Like, you know, if they just can put it on the Nintendo system, then that would have helped for everyone as well. Not just for like Nintendo enthusiasts as well, but like also for hardcore gamers as well. Yeah. That couldn't really afford an Xbox One or PS4, but still owns a Nintendo system.
Yeah, they're not plenty of first-party developers. They're not from Software, who did the Dark Souls series.
Oh god, Dark Souls.
Imagine Dark Souls 3 being ported onto the Nintendo Switch. We've also got our system games, maybe port Guilty Gear XR onto it, and that'd be kind of great. Maybe the new Blaze Blue as well, that onto ported.
I could see that.
Or a Blaze Blue compilation for the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, because Blaze Blue has been on Nintendo, on the 3DS actually as well. Continuing Shift 2, I think.
Yeah.
Telltale as well. Telltale's on there as well.
Yeah, maybe.
You also got the basics like Ubisoft, Sega, Capcom.
Sega and Capcom.
Bethesda again, which I'm actually quite gobsmacked about.
Or
Inti Creates.
And then you got some of them, but stuff like Bethesda as well, helping out. Konami apparently as well. I didn't know they still make games, but you know.
Konami, what on earth are you doing right now? Seriously.
I think, I think we just need a decent launch title, and I would love to see more of the battery life again. But I think we're rambling on now.
Yeah,
30 minutes.
I like, especially considering for a console that has very little information. even though the trailer does give us like somewhat of a system can do, but obviously Nintendo isn't going to give anyone news until next year. So yeah, I guess that kind of wraps this up.
Oh, one more thing as well. The Nintendo Switch as well is coming in March 2017 as well.
Yeah.
Around the time for my birthday. But yeah, I've still got concerns for it. It looks great. It doesn't feel as gimmicky as the Wii U or the Wii, but
it's somewhat of a middle level of gimmick in the middle.
I mean, taking it outside as well, you know, it seems more like trying to not handle both consoles and focus on one console.
Yeah,
that'd be kind of great.
Or just sit in your ass all day.
It doesn't seem like limit to me. I'm just kind of hoping they won't be as gimmicky and focus more on its power.
Yeah.
Again, has potential, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of it.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that's what you're.
Pretty much, yeah. You pretty much just said it for me. So, yeah. So I guess this wraps us up for the Nintendo Switch.
Yep.
Not NX. I don't care. NX, Switch, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. I'm just gonna call it Switch for short because I pretty much say most games for short. So this is the Water Strider here,
and Tanooki Player.
We're very excited about the Nintendo Switch, and I'm pretty sure you guys are too. See you later, and have a good day.
Bye.